Okay, it's I guess it's the 18th of October. I just ate about half pound of bacon. Once it's fried up, it's not really a half pound, but you uh, probably less than that, really. Uh, I'm feeling pretty good. One thing I have to say about this carnivore diet is it's boring. It's like I don't know. If you use food, if you're a boredom eater, it just really doesn't work. It's like you're not really gonna eat meat out of boredom, which is good. You shouldn't be eating out of boredom, but I mean, I still look forward to some bacon, things like that. I have been eating little bits. I had a little spinach with some stuff and like mushrooms, and I'll put stuff with the meat a little bit, but almost as a garnish, or you know, at most like a small side to the meat. But I probably don't look that great. I should be drinking more water. Maybe, I don't know. I'm drinking a fair amount of water. So, I don't know. I've been smoking a lot. That's kind of messing me up. So, that's one thing I found is that it's like you get really good in one thing, like food. You tend to get into other things a little too much, like smoking, maybe drinking. I haven't been drinking that much, but things like that. I don't know. It's weird how that works. It's hard to uh, it's hard to do great in every aspect of life at one time. So, I been playing a little music, doing some things like that. Uh, but overall, I still feel better than I did before I started doing the carnivore diet. My digestion seems a lot more steady and consistent. So, I don't know. I think going into November, we'll really start to see whether or not this is going to be a long term thing or not. So it's been two, two and some months, but almost 3 months now. So November would be 3 months. So we're coming up on our big election, and you know, it's kind of like it's funny because the Biden people, those are like a lot of the people who worship vegetables, and there's a big push to, I guess, reduce everything. It's funny because the leading people are flying their planes all around, but there is a big push to have less of a carbon footprint, to eat minimal meat, to just eat vegetables. Plant based is popular. And I think it kind of all falls in line with this liberal mindset. But I think it'd be helpful to look at what is behind this liberal mindset. I mean, it really goes back to the French Revolution and the Jacobins and this sort of all or nothing rebellious attitude toward the traditions, at least Western traditions of society. But you have to ask yourself if those traditions that lay the foundation for Western society, civilization, if those are responsible for the best, I mean, this is the pinnacle of civilization that we know of, then okay, give or take a few missteps, there's slavery, uh, you know, a lot of people died, massacring Indians, stuff like that, sure. But we still can't argue that we're in the best place as a civilization we've ever been. Now, if that is built on the traditions of free market and People being able to capitalize their ideas, build themselves up. I think that kind of goes with the meat diet. What is this liberal mindset really doing? It's telling you to not build yourself up. That basically, if we all just uh, degrade ourselves, then we can live in a world of sort of common uh, means, and where everybody is sort of at a similar low level. But something tells me there's always going to be those that rise to the top, whether corrupt or what. So I think if you buy this idea that you need to, be tolerant of every single idea, whether or not it's harmful or not, just because other people embrace it, if you think that you need to stop feeding your body the protein, nutrients it needs because people tell you it's, there's something gross about eating meat. I mean, and for one thing, I've heard that uh, it's actually it's more sustainable to have cattle farms or cattle ranches than it is to have these huge monocrops that soy crops everywhere, fields and fields. They have to fertilize and they have to you know take care of that and spend a lot of fossil fuels doing it in order to maintain all this soy-based crap and whatnot. You know, it might actually be more efficient to raise cattle anyway. But I won't get too much deeper in that. This is just some of my thoughts. So far, I really feel like this carnivore or meat-based diet. I would say it's more of a meat-based diet because I do sprinkle on some other things, but I think it makes sense. Feels right, and again, all this liberal nonsense. They want to take every single thing away from you. Their sense of humor, they want to take away from you, all of it, just in case it offends anyone, or just I don't even think it really offends these people. I think it just they don't want you to feel free to say what you want to say. You it's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. So with that, I'll leave you. Go vote. Have a good time. Bye bye.